Alright, so in this video, we are going to see how Splunk is used for SOC analyst maybe, okay? Now, let's first analyze a simple diagram, okay? This is available from Splunk official website as well. In order to get insight about security or threat, we need data. And this is what become helpful, right? This is where the Splunk forwarder become very helpful. The logs from firewall endpoints or emails, everything can be directly integrated to Splunk, or we can have our forwarder installed on our servers, and from there, we can get it to our indexers, right? We can get it to our indexers, and from there it can go to our search head. You got it? And now this server may be taking the data from firewalls, from the endpoints, or anything that supports syslog. Okay. Now we can also get the data from vulnerability scanners, from identity and access management solutions like Okta or Cisco Duo or any other solution, or anti-malware software as well. We can get the data from them. From cloud apps, right? From Azure apps, or maybe their identity and access management, or Salesforce or SAP HANA. We can get it from network flow, the net flow traffic. We can get it from IDS, IPS solution like Suricata IDS or Snot IDS solutions. We can get it from there, or maybe commercial Cisco Firepower solutions, which is also an IDS solution, or critical application DSCP DNS data from Infoblox, which is the leader in managing the DNS and DSCP records. We can get those data in real time to our platform, and then Splunk will be responsible to give you the insight, to give you detail and capabilities such as monitoring and correlation alerts. For example, if this specific alert comes in 3 times in 5 minutes, I should get an alert. So that's possible with correlation rules. And if there is a match, you get a correlation alert. Search and investigation. If you have any random logs coming in from any other team, you can investigate that data and create the report. Dashboard and report. You can create a custom dashboard yourself for different team as well. It can be role-based access. For different team, you can create a different dashboard. Maybe firewall team or security manager want to see all the traffic for a specific CIDR going back and forth through the firewall. So you can create that specific dashboard. Analytics and visualization. All right. So we can also have external lookup, where we can have asset information, employee information, threat feeds, from threat intelligence, CTI feeds, and data stores. Okay, so this is pretty much possible. Now next, let's talk about some of the core components for SOC. The first important thing is the Splunk Security Essential. This is basically an app which is available on Splunk Marketplace, or you call apps basically. Okay, just like on our mobile we can install external apps on Play Store or App Store. We can even do that with Splunk. The purpose is to either provide a better parsing capability, or to have a customized dashboard for a specific purpose, right? For Suricata, we have an app. For Windows, Microsoft Sysmon logs, we have different apps. For Palo Alto as well, we have an app. We'll show you later. So this is very, very important for SOC, because with this you get a greater capability with security content. You have content based on different maturity level as well. When I see content, it means basically use cases. Okay, and these use cases consist of different pre-built queries. Splunk queries. So when you use those queries, let's say for example, for collection, we have basic brute force detection. So for basic brute force detection, you already have a query inbuilt. You just have to utilize it and you're good to go. You also have an option of security operation data. You also have a mapping for MITRE attack framework as well. So this is all possible with Splunk Security Essential app. which is used by SOC, but the one which is very, very popular and you will find almost everywhere, it's called Splunk Enterprise Security. This is very, very important, guys, because this is what you're going to look at everywhere. Okay, if you are getting into SOC, this is what you should be familiar with. And the problem is you can't get the demo of this app. Okay, so you should be familiar with its jargons and everything. You can see there is some access notable. Notable is like offense. It's like observable. It's not the actual indicator of compromise that it's happened. It's just the if it's any logs, if it triggers any specific rules, it will create a notables. So you can see UBA notables as well. This is like observable possibility that it might be an attack. Okay, threat. So these are threats related to malware and everything. This is network notables. So it could be related to malicious network traffic, or alert triggered by maybe IDS or IPS solution. So this is from them. Endpoint notables, and then you can go into it and investigate. You can mark them as false positive and everything. So you have an option for cloud security alerts, audits, incident review. So you can, based on the alerts, you can decide if you really want to create an incident, or you can probably ignore that alert, maybe considering it's a false positive. But if you think this is really important or critical, you can create an incident and start your investigation here. All right, so this is very, very important, guys. From the SOC point of view, Splunk Enterprise Security is very important. All right, to show you what other apps are available, you can visit splunkbase.splunk.com. This is where you will find all the third-party apps or apps created by Splunk as well. So if you apply security filters like endpoints, firewalls, investigate, security, fraud, compliance, SIEM, threat intel, vulnerability scanner. So these are all the apps you get it, or you can do it based on the products as well, Splunk products. Okay, and once you select them, you will get all the apps. What you see in the green, this is the apps created by Splunk itself for their own integration. There are some application created by Palo Alto third party as well. You can see Splunk Security Essential, which we just talked about. Once you go into it, let's say we go into the Splunk Security Essentials, you see their screenshot, their rating. In fact, you can create a custom app yourself. You see an option of submit an app, right? So if you want to install, you can download that app and then upload it on the desired directory. And you can also see Fortinet add-on as well. So the purpose of this app is also mentioned here itself. You can see this add-on enables Splunk Enterprise. This is for Splunk Enterprise, okay, to ingest or map security and traffic data collected from FortiGate physical and virtual appliances. All right, so this is to basically map security and traffic data. Okay, so the firewall apps are very important because you will understand, because what happen is firewall generate logs of different category: threat, normal traffic, access, general traffic, and everything, right? So it is important to categorize them. By default, Splunk might not be able to do it, so you can use these add-on Splunk app to categorize them, and it becomes very easier for investigation. All right, so I hope this was useful. We'll catch you in the next video.